Alright guys, welcome to a brand new game that I've just bought on, actually I bought this on the Humble Bundle site. It's part of the thing they've got right now, Humble Narrative Bundle. I have no idea what it is, but it looks interesting. It's called 80 Days. I'm assuming it's based on the Around the World in 80 Days thing. I started it up, and there's already stuff going on, so let's get back to it. It says, I've entered into the service of a new gentleman. It, oh, I can click. It would see me as a gambling man. Okay, so this is just the title page. I didn't know what it was. Ooh, has directors. Wow, isn't that fancy? So yeah, this is definitely based on Around the World in 80 Days, which I have read the original book, so we'll see how well this pans out. Now, this is called a narrative game, so I'm assuming there's not going to be much in the way of... I'm assuming it's pretty railroady, but if it's fun, I'll put up with that. Because it could have a lot of nice lore in it. Based on the novel by Jules Verne, yes indeed. Starting in London. Okay. Okay, so I assume I click on London. I zoom into London. And I hit begin. And I'm going to turn it down on my PC a little. Okay. Monsieur Phileas Fogg returned home early from the Reform Club in a newfangled steam carriage. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Iron-lunged, steam-driven horses clattered away. Oh, wow, it's even got the original names right. Because Passepartout is the name of Phileas Fogg's servant in the original book, so... Oh, and I do get choices. Good, okay. Around the world, monsieur. I asked, utterly astonished. We shall circumnavigate the globe within 80 days. We leave for Paris on the 8:25. In an hour. I don't remember which way the book went, but I'm not going to go by the book. Surely you are in jest, I told him in a dignified affront. You make mock of me, monsieur. I am quite serious. Pack an altimeter and my evening jacket. There's not a moment to waste. You have funds. Your character is now polished. I don't know what that means. But that's okay. Collect our things, and we will be off. Pack. Altimeter. Air sickness is psychological, and altimeter can be most... Oh shit! I have a time limit! Evening jacket. Pack the evening jacket. Yes. You know what? Yes, the shipping table will probably be move you over there then. And that's it. Okay. Let us be off then. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hi. Yes. Okay, so we can see the routes to various... Oh my. Oh my. Okay, so I guess we have to find a route around the world in 80 days? Okay, so let us depart. It is 8 o'clock. Amphitrite Express. Okay, departing now. Guard's van is placed for one suitcase, which will suffice. This looks like a barrel of wash. Okay. I don't know what any of... Oh my, that is definitely not how the book went. They did not have automaton horses, but hey, I am all for that. That is really cool. The mechanical horses raced past Piccadilly Circus and Pall Mall, faster than people thoroughbreds, even though the whistle at the 8:25 was blowing as we pulled up to Charing Cross. Don't worry about tickets. Tickets? This is the 1800s. We don't need tickets. I'm going to bluff my way in. I'm patting down one pocket then the other and about to start digging through our suitcases when Monsieur Fogg interrupted my touching performance. My valet is trying to express we were in too much haste to purchase tickets. Which was not at all my meaning. That's not what I meant at all. You may purchase them from me, though it is more expensive, I'm afraid. Let's just... If we hassle too much, we'll miss the train. 85 pounds. If we hassle too much, we will miss the train. If we haggle too much. So, apparently this train goes across the ocean before the tunnel was invented. Converse. Oh my. Bumbling? You call me bumbling, sir? We're most expensive, but we can earn little from buying and selling our possessions as we travel. Okay. Very good, sir. London's smog gave way to the rolling hills and pastures of the Kentish countryside, still untouched by the hand of technological development. Yes. Well, we packed our bags, thrown together in haste and confusion. As afternoon turned inexorably to evening, I discovered that my master was one of those gentlemen who broke their silence rarely, if at all. A guard rapped on our door a few miles before Dover. We are about to submerge! Oh, wow. Okay, this world is way cooler than the book was, but... it is safe, is it not? I've done this route 300 times and haven't drowned. Okay, so it basically is the channel, except on the bottom of the channel instead of underneath the channel. Bath escape locomotive. Oh, I'm definitely gonna press my face to the window glass here. Wow, that is crazy. That is awesome. I'm gonna try and read more of it. Sorry, guys, I'm not used to reading out loud ever. The Amphitrite plunged through the water overnight and splashed up onto wider gauge French tracks at Calais as dawn broke. Do you have a route in mind, monsieur? I asked as the water of the channel dried from the compartment windows. I am as yet undecided. The new canal has sped up the shipping route from Suez to Bombay. That would be the Suez Canal in Egypt. Though perhaps we could take the Trans-Siberian Railway across Russia. Ugh. I don't know which one will get me where. But I know in the book they went by way of Bombay. They went by way of India. Perhaps Siberia? This might take me through Siberia? Surely not Siberia. It is so cold and grim, and I have a particular fear of bears. Then we would do well to buy furs. There are other alternatives. We may also travel overland and across the Black and Caspian Seas. Ah, but we have only 80 days. Which is fastest? That is what we shall put to the test. I scarcely knew what to think. We arrived at Paris Gare du Nord just after 1 o'clock. Forgive me if I mispronounce every single name that isn't American. I am not exactly multilingual. I try, but I'm not going to pronounce these names right. Automaton porters lifted our luggage and then our persons onto the platform with long, delicately filigreed iron arms. Paris, city of my heart. I was home, but not to stay. Alright, so we know that there's a route from the Suez Canal through the Arabian and through the, to Bombay, and we know that there's a route from Moscow through Siberia on the Trans-Siberia, on the railway, through Omsk, through Irkutsk, and all the way over to Vladivostok. Okay. So, market. What will we need and what will we not? Okay, I don't think we will need. I don't think we will need. Oh shit! No! Sell. I didn't mean to buy another suitcase. Yes, I will buy a traveling cloak instead. Okay, and we are going to Berlin, so I'm pretty sure we're going to Berlin, so that's good. We will take that then. Let us I suppose. How do I... Okay. I would like to go to Berlin, but how do I get there? Explore? That was a bad idea. Oh, good. We did discover routes. Good. Will one of them take us to Berlin? We had a few hours to spare. I asked Monsieur Fogg if I might enjoy the city before we had to leave. Indeed, and should you learn anything of note, be sure to relay it. But do not waste any time. We have no time to spare. I nodded and headed to town. The talk on the streets was of one thing only, an enormous, elegant oval stadium constructed upon the green fields of Champ de Mars, and containing the technological marvels, art, amusement parks, and milling crowds of the World's Fair of 1872. I was certain Monsieur Fogg did not intend for me to visit fairs, so I enjoyed a brief cup of coffee, then returned to my master armed with some options for the next leg of our journey. My relationship with Fogg has improved slightly. Good. Yes, okay. Plan. Yes, I'm not going to waste a day here. I want to get to Berlin. Now, there could be a route from Amsterdam. There could be a route from Munich. Amsterdam is cheaper. Or we could go to Nice. And from there, we might be able to get a route to Venice. But we could probably get there from Munich, too. Okay, I'm going to go to Munich. Okay, so we can get there tomorrow for more money. Okay, sure. Okay, so we go to Munich. To travel this way, we will have to spend the night. Okay, so yes. Let us hotel for the night, then. 1800s. We will be comfortable here, but traveling overnight will often be more efficient. So we must board the longest journeys available. Perhaps. The short answer indicating, I think, that one-day journeys might often be more flexible in their timing and could allow for more connections. Still, the surrounds of the Hotel Ritz were most enjoyable. Depart. Depart immediately. Yes. Let us see what we can perhaps do. That will not help. We'll have to spend money to make money, guys. We're gonna have to go. The overhead rack has enough space for 5 suitcases. Good, because I wanted that traveling cloak. Boarding the Orient Express was an altogether calmer affair than our race through London had been. Mechanical porters loaded us in through the windows, then snapped them shut with a delicate click. The train was extremely fast and could sweep across the whole of Europe, or at least as far as the Deutsches Kaiserreich? Kaiserreich? I don't know German. Where the track currently ceased. So that would be the German realm, essentially Germany. Last long whistle blew, and we began our journey east. We were passing by Zurich, and coming towards Munich. My master was to be undisturbed, so as we left Paris, I'm going to leave him and go explore the train. There was a delightful dining car and an observation deck formed by the replacement of an entire compartment with an open glass cube. Wow. I'm going to attend the dining car in hopes of meeting people. Yes, I found a few groups of people talking quietly. I sat with a young composer headed to Vienna for a concert by the great steam orchestra there, but he spoke little of little but melody, harmony, and the progression of chords. I find music to be of only passing interest, so I did not find the conversation stimulating. More interesting, however, were his remarks upon the political situation there. My uncle warned me not to play an instrument myself while within the city walls. It is apparently forbidden. But why? Perhaps they are tired of foreign musicians showing up their own great composers. I told him of the dining car, and he looked smartly aside, clearly unimpressed. Great. Alright, so we're going to arrive in Munich, and I'm hoping to find a route to Berlin where I can sell that one thing that's worth so much money. The traveling cloak should be quite valuable here. Sleep here and explore in the morning. I do not want to sleep in Munich. I do not wish to sleep in Munich. We have 76 days to... The Franco-Prussian War had concluded but a year previously. Thus, my French accent was a disadvantage during our short time in Munich. The concierge of our hotel was most suspicious when I approached the desk. I did not care for politics myself. What was the enmity of nations to me? Still, in order to avoid any untowardness, I affected a Viennese accent for the duration of our stay. Monsieur Fogg inquired if I had developed a head cold, but otherwise refrained from comment, as I rolled several consonants in the back of my throat as practice. Okay, so let us explore for a moment and hope to find a route to Berlin. Yes! There was little daylight in Munich. The sky was shrouded in steam and oil fumes from the tractors and hydraulic excavators in the streets. Workers shouted to each other over the din of construction, while more fastidious citizens wore dark cloaks over their finery. I brushed a few specks of dirt from my collar absent-mindedly, far more intrigued by the gleaming machines remaking the city's skylines. Rumor had it that this was the doing of the Bavarian king, who had become obsessed with steam power and was spending an exorbitant sum on imported machinery and engineering works. The Kingdom of Bavaria had recently joined the German Empire. It appeared that the king suddenly had much more time on his aristocratic hands. Power and free time are a most potent and dangerous combination, as our journey, I fear, proves. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we have a route to Berlin. Then we should try to make our way to Moscow, where possible. This will be a bothersome route, but our traveling cloak should be of some assistance. Yes! Oh, wow, that would be, so terrible to ride on. Look at that. It is a tricycle steam carriage. We crossed from Munich to Berlin in a patched-up steam carriage. The smoke pumped out of the back through a tall iron chimney, leaving a soot-smudged wake which trailed behind us like a flag. The countryside was the very definition of bucolic. Little farmsteads with cattle byres, coal sheds, and roving automatic tractors digging up the fields. Let us converse. Greetings, Christoph. Don't worry, it won't distract me from the road. I'm very interested in Berlin. Can I get to Warsaw? Does not look so. Tsaritsyn. But now listen, do you like trains? Minsk. Oh good, Minsk will put us there, yes. Indeed, I do like trains. I do not mind driving. A train would be better. I knew a woman who was on holiday in Tsaritsyn long before the freight train to Astrakhan went missing. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Let's talk about Astrakhan. Astrakhan is right on the edge of the Caspian Sea. Oh, wow. I think we're going far afield, unfortunately. There's neither bank nor market. Okay, well, I don't particularly want to go that way. Thank you. Crap. We were on the outskirts of Berlin when a shadow fell over the steam carriage. Christoph blanched and crossed himself, taking his hands from the wheel. I looked up, not knowing what to expect, but the sight that greeted me almost defied description. An Ottoman Geiger-class airship hung directly over the steam carriage, low enough that I could see a red-jacketed woman swinging from a trailing rope ladder and pointing toward us with a wild grin on her face. She shouted something in two mechanical claws, or dropped off the side of the gondola. Their pincers gleamed threateningly. "Drive, Christoph!" I shouted urgently, but with our suitcases on the roof, there was no way to achieve enough acceleration. Oh, shit! I tossed a suitcase overboard, and the car jumped forward. Christoph opened the steam valve as far as it would go. We swerved and dodged the clawed arms. We did not slow until reaching the cover of trees, when Christoph braked hard and exhaled deeply. "What was that?" I demanded. "Pirates! The dread Captain Kasim, if I am not mistaken." I could not thank him enough. He had no doubt saved all our necks. We steadied our nerves and proceeded at a calmer pace into Berlin, grateful for the city once it swallowed us up. Well, we lost a suitcase, and I don't know... we lost our coat! But yes, the Chateau de Chem wine will sell for quite a bit of money here, so... The market will open at 7 a.m., so we will have to hotel for the day. And I think, actually, we are in Berlin, so this is a good mark for the first episode. I will be picking it up in just a second, guys. I will see you later.